Um, Both plays are actually quite similar. The only thing that makes them different are the cultural backgrounds. In Fences, you have an African American family living in the city, struggling to make ends meet. Some of the characters are Troy, who works for a sanitation department, picking up trash. He was a former baseball star and hardworking. He barely shows love and support to his family. In Death of a Salesman, Billy is the main character, and he works as a traveling salesman, and he believes in the American dream. Billy is a bit insecure, and he lies to his family and himself, so he can feel better. Billy travels so much that he begins to hallucinate. What makes these two characters similar is that they both were chasing after the American dream, but failed to achieve it. Since they both failed, they want their sons to go after that dream they had. Troy has one son, Corey, who is in high school, plays football, and gets good grades. Corey wants to go to college and play football, but Troy wants him to stay and find a good job, because he thinks a white man might take football away from him. Corey never does what his father says and ends up joining the Marines after high school. Willie has two sons, Biff, who is the oldest. He was a football star in high school, but never graduated because he failed math. Willie thinks Biff can become rich easily, but Biff decides to move out west to work as a farmhand and to avoid Willie's dream. There's also Happy, who is Willie's youngest son, and he pretty much lived in Biff's shadow. Willie never paid much attention to Happy, and that is why he tries to please him more. Even though he does everything right, he is still not happy, which is ironic because his name is Happy. Troy and Willie try to get their sons to follow the dreams they had, but their sons had different ideas in life. Both Troy and Willie had wives. Troy's wife's name is Rose, and she is a housewife who loves her family and likes to volunteer at her church. Willie's wife's name is Linda, and she is also a housewife. She protects Willie's dreams and his emotions. Even though she suffers from it, both Troy and Willie cheated on their wives, but only Rose found out because Troy said he was becoming a dad. Linda never found out Willie had a mistress, and that is why she defends Willie when he lashes out. In Fences, Troy has a brother named Gabriel who fought in World War II and has a metal plate in his head due to an injury, so the government sends checks to Gabriel. In Death of a Salesman, Willie has a neighbor called Charlie, and he owns a business. Charlie is the opposite of Willie because he does not have to lie to himself and has self-confidence. What makes Gabriel and Charlie similar is that they both have money, but Troy would take Gabriel's money and Charlie tried giving money to Willie, but he refused. Both plays talk about how Troy and Willie tried living the American dream, but never achieved it. And they tried getting their sons to follow in their footsteps, even though they never asked what they wanted to do in life. Some of the stuff that happened in the play still happens nowadays, like parents failing to achieve their dreams and later forcing their kids to try to do what they could not do, and never asking what their dreams are.